I have on the line with me Randy Kuzar from Cambridge, Minnesota. Are you there, Randy?
I'm here, Darren. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing fantastic, and I have to say we're all looking at your picture here right now. And can you tell us the story, because that's really hard to believe. All those products you were taking before, and you're completely off them.
Well, it starts back, as many as like 6 years ago. I had all kinds of issues with my stomach and been to a number of doctors, and I was even hospitalized here this past spring because of my issues. But I've tried everything from over-counter drugs that were supposed to help my acid situation, prescribed medications. I've been to naturopaths. I've had acupuncture. Digestive enzymes, you name it. Whatever I was taking wasn't helping me.
Wow.
And there was even from a naturopath, they said they had these Chinese tea pills that would take care of it, and even that didn't take care of it.
So I was going to ask you then, so what I wanted to ask you was, and I'm sorry to interrupt you before, but the Alkalete, how long have you been on the Yoli Alkalete then?
Well, I was on a prescription medication that was, about 4 or 5 weeks ago, I was still on that medication, and I started taking Alkalete with that, and I would just took it for like a week, took the loading dose, and then I started weaning myself off of omeprazole, just kind of took it day by day to see what the change was, and I didn't really notice any problems after I took the loading dose. And then I just completely quit, it was about 20 days ago, 2 weeks ago, past, Tuesday. So it's been about 20 days, and I haven't really had any issues at all with acid reflux, and which is really saying a lot, because, I've had this condition for almost 6 years, and it's been very chronic, and it's giving me problems where I've been so sick I couldn't even get out of bed in the morning. It was so bad.
Wow. Now, this kind of leads me into my next question. Have you been in to see your doctor recently?
What was that, Darren?
Have you been in to see your doctor recently?
No, I am going to go back in, though, because my doctor actually gave me his personal phone number, so if you need any upgrades on your medication and stuff, he says, give me a call. And I basically looked at him. I said, am I going to be on this stuff for the rest of my life? And he said, chances are you probably will be. And I told him, what, I won't accept that. Something's got to change, And then when this came out, when I, got hooked up with Yoli and learned all about the Alkalete and what it can do for alkalization, I was just like, wow, if this works for me, this will be a testimony. And it has.
Yeah, and your story really echoes so many others that we've heard on this broadcast, because we have people on here daily, sharing success stories similar. But I got to tell you, yours by far and away, when a visual, a picture says 1,000 words. And when you look at that picture of you sitting at your kitchen table with all those products that you don't have to take anymore, how does that feel?
It feels wonderful because, number one, there's nothing more compelling than pain. When you wake up and you feel sick, and you just wonder, are you dying? What's going on? The doctors can't fix you. What is going on with my health? It was very frustrating. My wife, bless her heart, she was with me, through all of this, and just seeing the agonizing stuff that I went through. To me, it's like a miracle. To me, it's a miracle. I don't even know what to say about it.
Well, Randy, I appreciate you sharing your story with us, and I just have one final question for you. What would you say to somebody that's hearing this for the first time and might be a little skeptical, honestly? Somebody, this is a pretty amazing story. What would you tell somebody?
My thought is, and I would say to somebody, try it. It's minerals. It's something your body needs anyways. So it's not going to harm you. It's not like it's a medication that you're getting from the doctor. You listen to all these commercials that talk about all the side effects. This will help your whatever it may be, but you could have bleeding or you could suffer dizziness, whatever. It's like you shouldn't have to have, give up something to gain something with a medication or something that you're taking. And this you don't. You gain. Not only does it get rid of the acid, but you gain the fact that you're taking minerals. You're taking minerals to get rid of the symptoms. And the cost, too, Darren, it's basically, lucky we have insurance because that prescription is $227 a month just for the prescription. That's not even including anything that you see in the picture. Most of that, you can see the 2 prescription bottles, but the rest of it is stuff that we buy in addition to that. And just the prescription's $227 a month. You know, I did a little math. Basically, it comes up to $150 a month to take that stuff. I can buy 5 bottles of Alkalete, take 10 capsules a day, you know, which I certainly don't need, to equal what it costs me to buy that prescription medication if I didn't have insurance.
Wow. And in addition to that, Alkalete's working for you.
And Alkalete is working for me. It's the only thing that I've taken, and you can see in the picture just how many different things I've been on. And that's stuff that I just have now available. There's other things that I've had in the past, you know, Prilosec, you name it, Renadine, which is another antacid medication. It's stuff that I have, and I don't need it anymore. And I can't wait to go back to the doctor and tell him that I don't need it. He's going to be shocked.
Yeah, I'd love to be at that appointment actually with you. And honestly, Randy, I could talk to you for hours about this. I really want to thank you for taking the time because I know you're busy. You run a regular, you know, bricks and mortar business, right? Plus you're doing Yoli. Yep. You're very busy, so I really appreciate your time tonight.
Yeah, well, thanks a lot, Darren. I appreciate everything that you do, and of course the McCoys and Jeannie and Jerry, and of course what this company represents. I mean, just what a great company, the business opportunity, and you know, just thinking about people's situation, their health, and trying to make it better for people. It's a wonderful business to be in.
All right, Randy, thank you so much again, and I look forward to talking to you very soon.
All right, thanks a lot, Darren. Appreciate it.